Chamgei chitab kolenjin atinye kamang'unet ale tesetai inyoru Madaraka Day neng'ung'eten uitugul ole imiten en boiboindo ak alyetab Jehova. Tarikit 1 arawetab 6 kenyitab 2026 akotochin en kasartab logoiwek nekakoitech asikobit asomonun logoiwek chekakechobun en Asai TV ako neibun kwane Juliet Chemtai akosomin kebe twan kot kiwong logoiwechuton. Kitaunen logoiwek kole kaindochi kandoindetab emoni Dr. William Ruto igorta nekokiboiboenjin boiboiyetab Madaraka Day nebo 63 nekakiyai en Wajir Stadium en county nebo Wajir komiten koboto rubeiwondenyin Professor Kindiki en kwenutab kandoik alak. Koib kasaraton Dr. William Ruto kosom meng'ikab Wajir nyoetab kat en nekole kikitaban ichek missing en tetutikab bandab tai en kenyisiek chekikosirto kotab ingonyor emoni katiaknatet nebo koboigen en kenyitab 1963. En yoton komwa kole en tetutikab bandab tai chekokotet ko koigimit tetutiet nebo somanet en emoni en nekole kokolany barak budget nebo somanet kong'eten bilionisiek 500 en kenyitab 2022 agoi bilionisiek 702 en kenyini en nekokosir konetik 100,000 en kenyisiek 3 kityok.
Madaraka Day is being hosted here in Wajir, in the heart of northern Kenya. This is not a mere ceremonial gesture. It is a national declaration. It is a moment of affirmation that Madaraka, our freedom, our dignity, our self-determination was never meant for some Kenyans and not for others. It was never meant for some regions and withheld from others. Madaraka belonged, still belongs, and will forever belong equally to every single Kenyan. Decades after independence, this region was left behind through neglect, marginalization, discrimination, and policy failures. Decades without adequate roads, without water, health, or schools. Communities pushed to the fringes of their own republic. Their patriotism questioned, their citizenship doubted, their aspirations undermined. For too long, some said this region was too difficult, too dry, too remote, and too insecure to deserve any development. But we are dismantling that legacy of exclusion. One road, one health facility, one school, one project, and one opportunity at a time. Fellow citizens, I want to tell you that on behalf of the people of Kenya, today, as I stand here as president and leader of our great nation, to the people of Kenya, in northern Kenya, for this marginalization, I want to apologize on behalf of the nation of Kenya. And as my brother governor has said, this has been a very emotional moment for me. Ladies and gentlemen, yet we know that inclusion does not end with recognition. It must be reflected in people's daily lives, in the education of their children, the health that they access, the opportunities available to their young people, and the roads they travel on. That is why the bottom-up economic transformation agenda was conceived not merely as an economic program, but as a deliberate strategy for inclusion. This administration, my administration, has deliberately invested in northern Kenya and historically marginalized regions of our republic. Of all the investments, ladies and gentlemen, we are making in northern Kenya, none is more important than education, which is also the theme of this year's Madaraka: education, skills, and the future. That is why this administration has made education not just a priority, but the foundation of our future. No nation can rise above the knowledge, the capabilities, and the skills of its citizens. Our education budget has grown from 500 billion in 2022 to over 702 billion today. We have hired more than 100,000 teachers in just 3 years, with 20,000 more set to be hired this year, making it one of the most ambitious teacher recruitment drives in our nation's history. Most importantly, and as a source of pride for the people and leaders of northern Kenya, 3 years ago, we agreed that the lasting solution to teacher shortages in this region was to train more local teachers. That is why we operationalized the Wajir and Kutulo and Mandera Teachers Training Colleges to complement Garissa Teachers Training College.